This is. That I paid $240 for on Amazon with the 4-year warranty. And I've had it for a year. Hold on, let me turn my stream volume down. So I got that like a year ago. This is the JFJ Icon Mini. So there was another one. This one is good for Blu-ray and stuff. See if I sit up straight or if I'm slouched. Okay. And I mean, I did some typing next like brand and tier and quality up. There's like $4,000 minimum used, and those are ones that you have to pay to use. Like you buy time on a card. I'm not about paying more for all that. Yeah, I can. That Magic, I'm gonna be going over that. I just started, so I'm answering a question here. So that's the primary of these is when I go live and describe some of the reasoning context behind resurfacing, which ones I do and don't, why I don't. JFJ Icon Mini. JFJ. The actual, I don't think it has an actual model number. Yeah, so no actual model number. So I am just, for those, I'm just sitting on the edge of, did I freeze up? I'm just sitting on the arm of one of the couches here. So I've already shaken this up enough. Let me make sure I have all my stuff here. Coffee. So this is just the polishing. There's a resurfacing compound, which I do not have. That one is less as abrasive. It's not as abrasive as this stuff. It has like little silicone beads in it. They both do. This one is more for Blu-ray. That's why I haven't really used it. Then I have another one that's got some leftover in it, and this one. But if you're to buy it with more pads. I mean, the pads, they'll last a while. I've gone through now this is now the 5th pad in over a year. But when I'm doing these, I'm going to guess that each 15-second spin accounts for what they call a cycle. So there's 15, 30 second, 45 second, 1 minute. And it's going to depend a little. Can you see to see if it needs to be? Yeah, you can. There's computer programs that are out there. I forget what they are. CDCC, I think, is one. Just look them up. I don't remember what they're called. But you can put it in your disk drive, and as long as the disk drive, let's just say it's a times 24, it'll read that 24. Now that's not exactly true, but it's going to read it really fast, and it's going to pick up any inconsistencies, and I'll stop and I'll play that, see if it has any bad skipping, and then you'll get a readout of errors. And if it has an error, but that takes more time than it does to just eyeball it. So there are a lot of discs. I mean, there's not a lot, but what's right here, this is still going to take well over an hour. So that's why I do it live. and my stack got to the height of this machine. That's usually when I'll do it. Video game. Yeah, so mine was 200. Maybe it was like 214, and I paid like $30 for the warranty on Amazon. So it paid for itself because the first time I did it, I did twice as much as this. And now it's basically, well, last time I did these was 2 weeks ago. It all depends when it adds up. And now, since I do kind of set down a very, very specific time, even if it has a few lighter scuffs on it, and I think this is one right here. So so I'm not going to know exactly how well you can see these. All right, so that one, just when I took that out, I know that I am not going to get a picture and list it like that. So what I'll do, and something like, and the reason why I have this other phone here is so I can look them up. So this is going to be well, I already moistened down the pad. So I take the pad, and I put it over cold water, and I fill it up, and I squeeze it. I get the water out. That way it's still a little moist. And I'm just going to put that one, it kind of has that scuffing on it, and I'm going to be able to gauge. Yeah, for sure. Because before I had this, I was skipping on or passing up a lot of discs that were just scratched in general. I'm like, well, no, I can't fix that. I had one of those real small ones. I took it apart in one of my micro scrapping videos. Those ones work for like removing fingerprints, not like harsh scratches. This actually puts more tension on it. It has the right compounds. I should have the microfiber towel. Well, I guess I'll use my cat blanket. For the blanket I use, I have a cat on it. So this is just going to be the first one, kind of see, at least that's softer. No. It's going to need to be, I got to find that towel. That's my wife that's up here somewhere. All right, so just by looking at that, I got a little better. So I can at least regain some value. And you're going to go all the way the length of the pad from the inner circle that's wearing down all the way to the edge. Push that down. Yeah, so the stack that's right here, those are like just going to be replacement cases, bad buys. It's not what it is, empty case, something. They're not listed and they're not going to get listed. And I have a box over here that has books in it. All right, so that is now good enough to So that just has little minor scuffs on it. Like one right here. And a couple right down here. But that is much better, the condition that that one's in. All right, so what I'll do at some time, I just have an 80s playlist playing. My notifications is catching up. So this one, yeah, that's all it's going to get is that 15-second spin. It's only probably $12. X-Library. This Rob Thomas. So that one's only like $25, baby. But that has plenty of scuffs on it. So if I scan it and I see some of these that are $80, they're going to get more attention. They're going to get a longer spin. All right, baby. At least in the lives, I'm able to scoop up one of my cats. I can chase him around, and you guys are slowly watching, right? I have Rocket behind me, and Rigby wants back out. Then 10 minutes later, he's gonna be at the window wanting back in. That one did not turn out that good. So I'll take that out of over there, and I'll get to that one later. I know this one's bad. I mean, I try to express what I know. So that one, you can see all those little fine scratches all over that one. And since I can see from the other one that I just did that it did not get them super good, I'm going to put this one on 30 seconds. So now I can gauge, and I can see in how well it's buffing, resurfacing as I'm going through. So I'm not doing every single one 15 seconds, take it off the spindle, clean it up. Oh, I need another 15 seconds. If I can tell that that's how it's going to run today. I mean, the other time it was fine. Almost all of them were 15 seconds. Save myself a little bit of time. But if I can help someone, I mean, there's teachers in my family. And I don't know how long you've been here, but I mean, direct descendant of Daniel Boone. And if you know some of Daniel Boone's lineage and who he was, what he did. So you can see that, right where my thumb's at right here. That's about the only bad spot left. I mean, there's some other lighter things, but that's about the worst. Now, I could spin that longer and try to get more out of it. This is not a $100 CD. This one might be like 30, 40 bucks. But that one is absolutely mint. There is, I don't know if you watched, there's another channel, he subbed to my channel a while ago, and I mention him every once in a while, Brandon, at Media Picker. He does a lot of videos about expensive CDs and cassette tapes and stuff. All right, so this is Animaniacs game pack. So I sold that Polish book I just got. Speaking of rap, the 3-6 Mafia CD just sold. And so this goes up to like 25 bucks. There's one listed for 15, one listed for 25. If I want to try to, and I really can't maximize much because I don't have the booklet. I have the back, but no booklet. If I want to try to maximize to get close to over 20, that'll get a 30-second spin. If I didn't do that, it wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worthwhile. So just being able to get that item and be like, I'll just resurface it. But I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, and I mean, I can say this is what I use. But it's not like one of those type of things that you can just go out and rent 8 different types and choose one. Not like test driving a car or walking through a house and trying to figure out what you want to buy. So it's like the real cheap ones for 50 bucks, a couple $100, or $4,000 or $5,000, it just goes up from there. This does enough for me. So that is at least, I mean, that could be much better for sure. But this is a game disc. So CDs and game discs, especially more modern game discs, but CDs and game discs, older ones can take a little more abuse. DVDs, if they're scratched up, they're using more of that capacity on the disc to hold the image data. Most of all of this stuff is just repeated digital data. I mean, how big this disc was probably 1.7 gig at the time, and it probably only holds 200 megabytes of information, so it's repeated. Same thing with CDs. It has all that information. It's stamped on there, but it has a lot of repeated buffering. That's why if you have the harsh scratch, after a while, it'll buffer it out. Well, not like buff and clean it, but it'll buffer that skip. Blues Clues. And then tomorrow, well, eBay wasn't letting me take down listings that I had that had 3 views or more that I was going to do to add to the 10 listings of the sealed CDs and DVDs, and I just kept pictures like that and just got them listed. And I wanted to take down 15 more, so I'd have 25, and well, that wasn't letting me take them down for some reason. So then I just skipped straight to this. This is only like 15 bucks. All right, so this one's different. But either way, sounds like Peter Murphy. So this is going to be enough to where I just spin it, and it's going to be in better condition than what it is. I'm not trying to like get it completely. I'm just getting it to a point. If they're really scratched up, yeah, then. They're really scratched up, then yeah, then they get multiple spins. And I'm trying to recover it so I can list it because it is worth 50, 60, 70 bucks. Not Peter Murphy. Echo and the Bunnymen. Maybe was that Peter Murphy? That was Echo and the Bunnymen? I think so. Maybe yeah. So yeah, tomorrow evening, probably like 6:30, I'll be going live real little one right there. Going live, put the stuff away. Probably when I'm done, I'm going to finish up at the books. I'll take that 8-track player and plug it in, see if it works right. Yeah, so that one still has little scratches on it, but it's much better. So this is get listed as very good condition. Each disc has minor surface scuffs. This is Rocio Durcal. Duracal. Oh, this has one of those weird barcodes. This one, a couple light ones, and some fingerprints. So that's just going to spin that around and get those fingerprints off and get that scuff a little nicer. The triptych. Oh, that one's beefed. That one at least needs redone. So I'm going to at least put that on 15. And get back to this one. At least it'll help a little bit. Yeah, I got to try that one a couple times. But before that, see actually what it's worth. Well, $15. So I'll just next time when I get to this, that'll go on for a full minute. And however it turns out. If it's too crappy, then it gets sold to one of these places that buys them. That was just fingerprints. Very, very minor. Van Morrison, I think this is like $12. About 15. Again, just fingerprints. Jimmy Buffett. Now, I don't buy a lot of Jimmy Buffett anymore. But that one's $30. So at least this first one I did is going to need another spin. Yeah, same thing with that one. So they'll be better off with another spin, so they'll get one later. BlackRock. About $30. This has Billy Danzy, Jim Jones, Ludacris, Mos Def, Nicole Ray, No, ODB, Paramount, Q-Tip, Raekwon, RZA, Damon Dash. And I know right now this is going to be at least a 30. That one can go again. Carpenters, complete singles. This one's $35. And And there's 15 that are listed. So it's $35, $40 set. So since that one is worth quite a bit more, I'll give it 30 seconds. And this one, if it needs done again, I will do it. These other ones are just going to get put on that stack. And just next time when I do them, I'll redo those ones. None of those are really worth the whole ton, so I'm not too pressed about getting those ones completely done. I mean, it's good enough to just be light scuffs. Sounds like fingerprints. What? You've been outside how many times, Ricky? This one I don't remember exactly, but I did look it up. It's enough. I think a couple that sold on Therapy for like $40. All right, light scuffs. That was good. Pepino di Capri. Hits of 1984. $25 or $100? White scuffs. Don Rich sings George Jones. $24 new. I'd say that's probably 20 bucks. Oh, if I could just spray that down, I don't have any more distilled water out here. That's all outside. White scuffs. This one, this Goodnight Blue, $25. 17, 24, and 37. And one brand new for 45. So I could try to get 30. Let's put that one on for a minute. Stand up. That coating was still a little warm. So when I scrubbed on it hard, it wiped some of that down and got all over the disc. I mean, white scuffs. So this is like 50 bucks. The other side was good. Little fingerprints and stuff on it. White scuffs. I mean, those are light enough to list. A couple more and I'm done. I guess I could probably redo the ones that are over here on this pile. No. No, I need some more. And then that DVD my daughter bought for here. She said it doesn't play all the way through, so. Oh, look, I just got a few more people. Well, I'm finishing up anyhow. People stick around, I'll do the other ones and talk for another 20 minutes, but my cat Rigby over here yelling at me. He wants out. Just come back in, right, Rigby? Rigby. Well, hopefully that played well enough.